I started shaping 1963, 64. I started surfing and shaping almost the same time. What made me get into shaping was a friend of mine that owned a surf shop. He invited me down, said, why don't I shape my own board? I go, no, I don't do that. He had a bunch of blanks that he bought really cheap, so it's no problem. I told him, I'll tell you what, I'm going to get off in the next 2 days, then I'll come down. So that was started me. Now, when I first did that board, it took me 12 hours. But when I finished it, to me it was like, wow. Now, coming from the guy that owned the surf shop, he was a glasser and he shaped boards too. And he told me, you sure you never shaped boards before? So again, I'm watching surfing and the boards had to be tweaked. The board had to go where it's gotta go. The motivation for me was this kid, Larry Bertleman. You know, at the time he was just a kid, 13 years old, cut out of school, and he's surfing. He was surfing on things that he found. But in his surfing, he was completely different from what was in front of us. He was ahead of us. Now the board that I built for him at the time was a swallowtail. And this was still doing a single fin time. So this design went just boom, it just took off. The other part of that continuation from the swallowtail, again, came from me watching Larry and the future of surfing. Buttons, Mark Liddell, Dane Kiloha. Their surfing, again, was so far ahead, the boards had to catch up with them. That's why they came in with the Sting, because these guys are riding their fins forward, they were surfing forward, and the boards in the back third wasn't reacting. So just by chance, I went down to Key Lagoon. The fastest boat on water at the time, the hydrofoil boats. As they came into the turn, they dropped the throttle, but the momentum of the weight of the boat kept going. And the cut on the side of the boat made the boat pivot without losing speed. I saw that, and that's why I brought the Sting in. There's a cover shot of Buttons and Mark at Kaiser's on the wall. They both had Stings, and their boards had blue flame and green flame. Their design caught fire with those guys on the flame boards. The word Sting, again, I'm watching Larry Bertleman at Lighthouse. He's going boom, boom, and go, wow, boom, he's stinging the wave. That's where I came in with the word. I think my major goal in my label, my brand, my name, it's Hawaiian, for one thing. In the industry, less than a handful of actually Hawaiian surnames in this thing. And also the inspiration from Kahanamoku. I learned a lot from Kahanamoku in my swimming days. Okay, in my swimming days, okay, we all knew he was an Olympic champion and all that. He'd come down to the swim meets. As for him surfing, to me, never clicked to me. Okay, when I graduated, okay, I got more involved in other sports. Then I got into surfing 3 years after I graduated, and by this, then this company was honoring Kahanamoku, a contest for Kahanamoku. And I just got into surfing like about only 2 years. So myself and another surfer from Hawaii, guys was asking, how come you guys are not in it, the Kahanamoku Invitational? Because we weren't well known outside of Hawaii. When we were there watching the contest, Duke came to us and go, you guys are going to be in this contest next year. So Duke got us in. All I want to do is I want to share, but like Kahanamoku did, what he shared. He is my what's the word for it, man? My inspiration. In fact, my first son, I wanted to call him Duke, but my first wife had another name. Okay, my second marriage, first son, Duke. I got a Duke in the family.